We go with you. How y'all doing, man? Fighting. Wednesday, which one was stream destination? My bad. Let me fix it, man. We edited. Get them out. We still got it right here. We don't run it like that, though. What up, man? We live in the building, man. Let me make sure we get it. We do it right.
I've been through it, ain't let none of it faze me. I spit fluent, boy, I'm one of the greatest. When you go to the bank, you don't see none of your haters. Never mind what they think, be one of the greatest. Yeah. See, I'ma get it right and get the money.
What up, man? We live in the studio, man. We live from L.A. with Young L.A., man.
Yes, sir. What it do, though?
What up, man? I want to come live, man. Spots y'all might not catch me in too much, and artists y'all might not catch me with, you dig? So I'm deep on the West Coast, in the heart of LA, you dig?
Sir. Right off the 110 freeway.
Right off the 110. You jump off the 110 and we here.
Yes,
so, boom. I know y'all might have saw me in the city probably like 24 hours ago. Y'all know how I be moving. I'm a little bit of here and there, so I'm here now. So I had to come live with my dog, Young LA, you feel me? Let y'all know what he been doing, what he got going on, you feel me? What's never not working, man? I see you with the never not working on everyone.
Man, never not working is when you trying to get ahead. You know, some people just do 8 hours, and that's gonna get you just over broke. You know, so when you start wanting to get ahead, you gotta start doing some overtime. And you got to just start doing it up. And then when you start living in overtime, you never not working now.
You feel me?
Yeah.
All right. Boom.
We doing like 18 hours a day. We non-stop. Yeah. We working. Yeah.
Rolling, smoking big fingers while he doing the 18 hours, you feel me?
We smoking good and we eat good at the same time. But you got to never not work first before you can start smoking good and eating good, though.
All right. But
never not working is a brand besides it's a verb though.
Okay.
You know, the close is a noun, so you can come by the noun, but the main part of it is a verb. It is not for the part timers, it's for the real hustlers, you know. It started off as an album. Me and my producer 89, we got together, we came up with Never Not Working 1, and we ended up doing Never Not Working 2 as well. But within that we started making merch. And we just start really pressing it like a lifestyle more than just, you know, a name of a CD.
Okay.
So now we just got hundreds of niggas who love the concept and they running with it and they really mashing, putting on for the never not working, you know. So it's everything. We just gotta keep pressing, you know. I feel like it could be big as the marathon, you know, so salute to Nipsey, but I feel like it's the same type of vibe. All these different clothing brands is really just saying what you gonna have to do to get ahead. You know, he was trying to tell you, most people think it was just a sprint, but it was a marathon. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to tell you, if you just want to work 8 hours a day, that's cool. You working for somebody else though. When you get off, you gotta work for yourself. And if you're gonna put 8 hours for them, you need to put 8 hours for yourself. So that's a 16-hour shift every day, you know, and then until you don't have to work for them and you put your 16 all in yours. But it's a mind state, you know, coming from they just told us that we need to get a job, and a lot of people got there and settled. And I'm just never settled. So if you don't want to settle and you want to get more than you got already, you got to be never not working.
Where can they get the merch at? Because you got the merch. I don't know if you want to stand up and let them see the merch.
Never not working now, you know. I got the never not working right here in the back. I'll be throwing it on the hats. We got the pants. We got shirts. We got a store. So if you ever in town, you know what I'm talking about. We got the studio, the store, and the barbershop together. You come fuck with your good peoples. We got the website. You can go to realyoungla.com. I got the store up there, and then we got IG. You can tap in on IG, DM me, and we can link you up with everything. But those the main two right now.
Y'all make sure y'all pull up and check that merch out, man. If y'all come out here, you feel me?
Yeah.
Most of the people I brought out here, they already been through and checked out the store and the merch and the other knickknacks.
He put on for New Orleans, Louisiana. He make y'all look good, man. I'm gonna come out there and visit y'all soon, but definitely I appreciate all the love, bro. Everybody you brought through solid. Some people I looked up to because we've been rocking with y'all. So I got to meet Skip.
Shout out to Skipper,
Yeah,
man.
shout out to Skip, man. I met my boy Reem too.
Shout out to Reem, man.
You know, so both of them solid dudes. We start right there. And now we don't do too much name dropping. But yeah, them some good dudes right there, man. I gotta come support y'all when I land too.
Looking up. I ain't even know he know Reem like that. See?
Yeah.
See how that works?
Yeah, I met him through my boy Jambalaya, who I met you through. So, but shout yeah, it's a big old twist, man. I just realized what unity means. If I support you, you support me. We unified,
man.
Not just knowing, we gotta support each other. So we trying to build the bridge from here to there, man. We already rocking out, so it's just making everybody else rock out the same way.
You feel me? And locking back in too, because being over here, I get a chance to see like
the culture.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying?
Me being with you, you get to break down the culture from over there. We get to compare and contrast, and we get to see a lot of this shit ain't even too much different. You know what I mean?
Like, I won't talk about something that people may not touch on though with you, because I see it happening slower because it's bigger, but I saw it happen to us fast. What you think about and how you feel about the gentrification that's going on out here?
Oh yeah. I actually think it's funny because out here, they wasn't letting us move over here at first. This was all white people area. Okay. Then when we got to moving over here, they got away from us. Like, oh, y'all want to live here? And then they shot up in the hills and all that. And then over time, it started having mudslides and all them fucking fires and shit. So they said, you know what? Maybe that wasn't such a good decision. So for them now, that's why they coming back, because everything flat here, everything is here, all the stuff. You know what I mean? So they coming back. So with that being said, a lot of people are not looking at it like that, and they taking the money, moving far out, and now they gonna be in those desert conditions, and they be out here
with the rain and all that, but they don't know how that's gonna play out. It's raining over here,
flood. Like, you ain't got flood insurance on your house, and you be like, no, we live in California, and then a mudslide happen and fuck your house up, and you don't got, and then you just. That's how they been feeling. Like, well, shit, we've been going through that. So that's what I feel like is going on out here. A lot of people who got their property passed down to them, they didn't look at it like such a big play. They took the money and ran, and shit, you're gonna be paying rent for the rest of your life. So some people, they gotta start looking at that land and them houses and investments, start trying to keep it up instead of just running as soon as you get it. You know what I mean? A few years down the line, you didn't blew all grandmama savings trying to look cool in the club. When that house is supposed to be for anybody in the family that fuck up, they got a couch to lay on, so.
All supposed to be generating money for generations.
So half of it is us and half of it is them. They want to get back. And some people, as soon as they realize they're trying to get out of here and take the money and run, So even like in Inglewood, they just added the stadium and shit. So some people that might be gentrification because everything fit to go up. But if you just hold your property down, that means your shit going up as well, right?
Right.
Now, if you renting, all the shit about to be sky high. That's going to gentrify. But if you had a house and you kept it, your shit might have doubled in value. So it's good and bad to gentrification. But I know some people, as soon as they even heard that they was coming to build it, their property went up. They took that little bit of shit and got on. Not even knowing you could have stayed another 5 years, it might have tripled or doubled. They heard it go up 50,000, 100,000. That's all I need and got on.
You right. Not knowing the next 5 years.
real estate is one of the biggest investments that make the most millionaires in out here. So a lot of people not into that. So you can't really fault them. At the same time, you can't fault them because ignorance is your fault.
Big man. You talked about you and 8-9 started never not working. I didn't know that though. LA may know who 8-9 was, but a lot of other people may not.
89 was like he was like an alien, man. It was almost like Star Wars. He was like the Yoda. You know what I mean?
And I say you saying he was. So
he passed away, man. My boy just passed away on the 20th. So I dropped a record a week later, and we dropped the video a week after his funeral. So the video out now, y'all go check that out. It's probably been out for about 2-3 days. Just keep running it up. This is real hip hop, So shout out to hip hop, man. When you rapping, they just be popping it and all that. But when you got something that you want to speak on, you got to get deep in that bag. So a lot of people ain't really heard no pain music from me. So that's what he wanted. Yeah, that shit affected me. He had cancer for about 2-3 years, so we knew he was sick. But I still looked at it like he was gonna beat the cancer and maybe not get all the way fully back into music, but at least to be in his kid's life, So yeah,
good dude too, huh?
Yeah, different, man. Like
we
made every beat from scratch. He never had no beat cooked up for me. We made everything live. So when I look back at the music, all the music that I made was pretty mood music. So if I made a booty shaking song, then that's what mood I was in. If I made a sad song, then that's what mood I was in. It was never the tempo of the beat that made me make the music. It was always me.
And he was able to match your energy,
was able to
capture the energy you needed, like
to the point where I could do it myself now. Back then, I just knew how to rap good. Now I know how to translate
that to the music
in real time because I don't write no more. So that was another thing. Like I didn't like writing, and then he'd be sitting in there for a long periods of time without having nothing to do. Because when you write, it might take an hour or 30 minutes to write your verse. But when you're recording it as you go, we both record. We all working. He never get no time to go walk away and I'll be back real quick. None of that. Nah, I'm recording. We cook. And then, the ideas is fresh. You ain't got no time to be thinking about nothing. You don't get to keep writing and exiting and erasing. Nothing is just fresh from the top of how I'm living. It's how I'm rapping. And no filter.
Yeah.
And then, you get to be able to have your, as far as your cadence, your delivery, you get to work on that now. Because if not, you working on your lyrics and you record it. How did that sound? He's just trying to see if did you get your words all together. But when we already know what I'm saying, you get to say, nah, say that again. Do it over. But I'm doing this line right now. So when I do it over, it ain't no do the whole verse and then you got to come back and do the line over. It's why I'm creating it and making it. So different styles, artists trying to, it's just live. Anybody in the room can give me a thought. And if I like it, I can add it into it right now. That ain't no premeditated stuff. So the whole CD was like that.
Sound like it's gonna take a whole restructure.
Yeah, no, it's really I'm spoiled now, like because the whole going to the studio and playing beats that's take a lot of time in the studio, and I never did that. So now when I go and we play do, all right, next one, boo 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 boo, all right, to the next one, all right, I like that, all right, write down Bohemian Soldier, and then we go to the next one. Then you come back and you playing the beats, and sometimes niggas be doing that so long you be left.
You
just take the beats and go home.
Yeah,
you ain't even recording that day.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Then he did mixing, mastering. He had like 3 platinum plaques. You know what I mean? So it was just a different type of ear at that too. So yeah. R.I.P. my 89, man. That was like
89.
Yeah, man. He up in there producing with God right now. I know he helping him chew up his Pro Tools or something right now.
Pac in there, huh? Pac in there working hard right now.
Nigga Pac vocals right now. He ain't never got that on the spot treatment. Yeah, so yeah, man. the next thing that niggas really wanted from me, the biggest thing would have been Never Not Working 3. So without 89, it ain't gonna be on Never Not Working 3. So that was a tough thing for people to realize.
Yeah, like that's the end of the trilogy.
Yeah. And we could always have a lifestyle, but it can't never be no more Never Not Working music. I could come up with new shit, I could come with a new vibe, but I can't.
Come with that.
Because without this process we just said, it ain't never no working. You know what I mean? So
that makes sense.
yeah, and I like when I'm working with new producers, I'm not trying to get them to make a beat like I got from my boy. You know, we got to come with a new sound, really. Because the sound that I got is me and him. So it's everything happens for a reason sometimes. So you just, when you don't know the reason, don't try to make your own reason. Just say you don't know the reason and allow for the reason to come to you. You know what I mean?
Get myself. Man.
Yeah, don't hit that knuckle live, man.
Not live.
Not alive.
You still gotta eat that up.
You gonna try to put that motherfucker away and keep the interview going.
Gotta keep it going, man. Performances, man. I done been to a few of your performances, so I know how you get on.
Popping out too, man.
I know how you get on. What you did this year?
Okay, so let's say this. Last year I did over like 30 to 40 shows. And I realized that it is a number of too many shows. Cause as I'm grabbing new fans, my core fan base is trying to come to every show I got. You know what I mean? So I did, I think 6 to 8 shows in 1 month. And I literally seen people like trying to go to at the 7th show. They like, oh, come on, my nigga. You know, like, nah, I ain't coming. I ain't gonna make it. Like they literally was trying to make every show, and then they got to the point where I could see like this, like you, like I'm doing, like I gotta. So now I'm going for more of the quality shows than the quantity of the shows. You know what I mean? So that would be the difference from this year to last year. So. Yeah, so just imagine if you got a show and the ticket's $30, you got 6 of them. That's like a $200 worth of shows in 1 month. So it's like I can't, you know, you don't want to burn your fans out or nothing like that. So that was the Here I Come. That would be the only thing that got it. Besides that, but. This year we did Jacquees on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
And that was a banger show. Okay. And we just did I just did a show with my boy from New York. He on tour right now, 30 special.
I saw that.
And that was bars. And that was some real hip hop shit. So yeah. I know that would have been the show you would have loved.
I know.
Man, niggas was in there gassing it. I got that angle too, so I just did all that type of music, all the bars. Just you know, I usually, you know, give you different vibes. That one, this time I just did 6 songs of bar, 15 minutes of just straight bars.
And I know
NPR, West Side Gas, the intro off the broadcast. So I just.
Yeah, and I know they appreciated it too, just giving the bars, especially that. Yeah. Yeah,
and then, you know, it's like LA niggas giving you some bars where you would say, it's not such a LA style. It's more of an East Coast style with the punchlines and all that. So it was tight because it was all like LA is so big that you will never know who gonna be there as far as the crowd. You know what I mean? Nigga do, like I said, I just did all those shows last year and I never felt like it was the same crowd at no show. Because certain artists bring out certain people. You know what I mean? So when I open up on different people's tours, it could be at the same venue and it'd be different people every time. Because LA so big that everybody's come to certain shows, you know what I mean? Yeah. From the same city.
Yeah, but you
different pockets.
Yeah.
Because different artists that you perform in different genre of music bring out different people. I got somebody at the door, so open it up.
Yeah, man. We gonna take a break right quick, man.
No, this gonna be real fast.
Keep going. Run y'all some shit. And we gonna double back, man. Shout out there.
Oh no, we back. What we doing? Come on, here. Oh, you can pause it and keep it going.
We still alive.
It's the same jacket.
Oh, okay, so he was clean.
No.
Oh, how you doing? God?
I was looking like crazy.
You know my boy Easy, bro.
How you doing?
I don't know.
CD Easy.
Easy money, bro. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
But so I could have went on tour this year.
Okay.
I didn't. It was a good tour. I just didn't. It didn't work out for me, so I didn't want to do it. I usually go right before like the artist that's headlining, and the person I was bringing out, he had people that from his camp that was opening up for him, and I didn't want to open so far that I wasn't a lot of people at the show, so I didn't take it. Besides that, I would have took it. And then besides the fact that it's his camp, it'd be weird if I was opening up before any of them.
Before any of them in this day circle.
Rather, yeah. So I didn't want no politics, and none of it was all good. And then the South by Southwest, I was just telling you about. I had to hit up to do a show out there, and I'm glad I actually didn't, because the funeral would have been the same day as the show that I would have had, and I would have been in a cold predicament.
I feel you.
Some told me not to do it, and then when it all worked out, 89 funeral was the same day that I would have had my show.
That's what I let you know.
That I made the right decision. And then, like I said, I talked to a few people, and they told me I didn't really miss nothing, so I feel cool with that.
Yeah, you ain't really miss nothing. It was cool though.
Yeah, I maybe especially for what I stayed for, I didn't miss nothing. But even people know how I do, so I feel like if niggas tell me I ain't miss nothing, that ain't saying that I couldn't have went. It's just overall, I still had a show out here. I did the 38 show on a few days after, so like it was still going on. So I had that show out here, the funeral. I shot the video. I still was keeping it, having emotion, but it's just I've been saying that I want to start going out. You got it popping out here. You got to start taking that show on the road. So I already passed the 2 shows on the road already this year, and that was my new goal. So for the right reasons, everything is good, but I still plan on getting in motion across this motherfucking whole USA.
For real.
And let me name some of the people I opened up for, just so niggas know it ain't a game. You know what I mean? I opened up for The Game before, Kodak Black, Young Thug, DJ Quick, Sugar Free, DJ Esco was Future DJ. I opened up for the list go on and on and on and on, man. I opened up for The Locks. That was a super hip hop show.
Hey, they DJ that night. I got a chance to catch Homie live.
I
killed that shit.
I bumped it to Jada Kiss at the after party, and I got to chopping with him. He showed me love too, so I fuck with Kiss. He's definitely one of the top 5 niggas. Well, shit. That's a good number right there. We'll stop at that, but I could keep going though. I probably did over 30, 40 tours with different people and shit. But yeah, since we stop at that one.
What you got coming up next?
I'm working on like 3 different projects. I'm dropping singles. I'm dropping videos. Just keeping the content going. You know what I mean? We just added some merch in the store. some new flavors in smoke good, eat good category. Um, we just keeping it lit. You know what I'm talking about? Just trying to see exactly which way I want to go. I don't want to, you can't keep doing the same thing and try to get different results. So we at the drawing board. Everybody be trying to keep up with my next move, so I'll be trying to keep them in the cut. So when I pop out and they can start doing the same thing they could be doing, at least they can start knowing where they got it from now. Don't let it blend in too much no more.
Right. And you got any shows coming up?
We got 420 coming up. I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet, but I'm doing something for that. I dropped a tape last year. It was a surprise 420 tape. It was called The Most High. Y'all go check that out. I might be working on something this year. You never know. You gotta listen to that one before you hear anything else though. So you gotta check that one out. But yeah, 420 coming up. I'm gonna be throwing more shows myself this year too. So even when I just did that show at the Catch One, I was hollering at the people to do my own show up at the Catch One song. I've been hollering at the people at a couple different venues. So I can just whenever you see the Young L.A. and friends, that mean I'm the person behind it. So most of the time I'll be opening up for bigger artists that's on tour and getting in their fan base, and then you see me throw my own shows where I let people open up for me. So we're gonna doing more of those type of shows because I started to think that I only open up, like I ain't sold out the Roxy and I ain't sold out all these spots on my own already. So it's just been a lot of opening up shows lately. So like I just did my birthday, we sold it out. You know what I mean? So just gotta keep putting shit in their face, man. In this era of content, they it's so much shit going in their face. You gotta make sure that they digesting the right shit.
Facts.
So yeah, we just working, bro.
Where they can find the content at?
Go to my YouTube. Go to my no, I'm saying this first. Go to my website. Right. When you go to my website, it got all my links on there. It'll take you everywhere. So just go to therealyoungla.com. TheRealYoungla.com. You got the links to my YouTube, to the shop, to the everything on there. My latest, my bio, the shows, the upcoming everything is gonna always be on there. If not on there, go to my IG. I'll be on that the most. Besides that, the Real Young L.A. on there, and then if not, hit that YouTube up. I'll be dropping all of the, you see the behind the scenes vlogs, videos, all kind of shit. Just go subscribe to that right now.
Any tips or something for somebody if they slide through LA and they just land and moving through? Any tips or safety rules or some type of shit like that?
Oh yeah, man. Wear neutral colors, man. It don't make you punk to obey the rules out here. I feel like people got that confused and twisted where when you come in somebody's town and you from somewhere else and y'all got your own set of rules that when somebody tell you, hey, don't go to that store, and you start feeling like, oh, you ain't got to do that, or you too big and that's where you mess up at. Just whoever telling you, they telling you out of love. They not trying to tell you to make the city look harder than it is, because it's horrible out here. It is not like we not trying to floss this shit. This is we really grow up in this shit and we know how to live out here already. So the shit that we see that you might not see, we just give you a heads up. It ain't trying to make us look hard. Because everything he telling me about New Orleans, it don't seem like he's trying to make y'all city look no harder than it is. It sounds like it's just the truth. And if you digest that and you want to take it like it's cool, go play with it. And if you digest it and want to take it like it's real and want to respect it, then that'd be the best way to angle to do it. So come out here, man. Wear you some neutral colors. meet you some. Yeah, that's the best place because if I put on all black, you can go further. You won't have so many weird energy, because this is a real culture. Like niggas gangbang out here before they know how to do anything. So they really live and die by that shit. So I don't even gangbang, and I'm trying to tell you, like, this shit's serious. So I don't even have to gangbang, and you can get killed for being in the wrong place at the wrong time, especially with the wrong color and the wrong hat logo on. So number one, wear neutral colors and wear a neutral hat. And the hats out here The hats you think is neutral is not neutral. So you gotta do some studying to what's neutral, because it could be your city and you could be out here, and now your city means a gang territory and people live and die by what it means out here, not what it means to you from where you from. So just go by the laws of the land. Sometimes, like when they said in Chicago, when the way you cock your hat, it means something. And you can just be like, man, I'm not from out here. I can cock my hat, whatever. And sometimes people don't hop out and want to talk to you and ask you where you from. You know, I know y'all see that in the videos all the time. Where you from? All them longs. Sometimes niggas don't ask you nothing. They just hop out and blitz you and go on about their day. And you might not even be the person they was looking for. And it'll leave a bad taste in your mouth. It'll make you want to say, fuck L.A. as a whole. And it might have just been the dudes you ran into. Or it could have literally been you giving off the wrong energy, and you're going to be attracting those type of people. So, you gotta, be cool. Tell a nigga you not from out here, and tell them where you from. And most of the time, niggas be wanting to meet niggas from other towns more than they want to have a problem with you. So, they going to be wanting to let you tell me about how y'all, exchange war stories or whatever you want to say. Shoot the shit with you, So, as soon as you say, oh, you ain't from out here, they really hear a real accent. And then also believe this. It's been tons of niggas that's from out here that'll tell a nigga that they ain't from out here. And they really be from out here. So if they ask you a couple extra questions, don't think they harassing you. Just think it's been plenty of niggas who said they wasn't from out here. Just think of it like the police. When you get getting arrested, they always say, I didn't do it. Like 99% of niggas got in the car and said they didn't do it. So when you say it, you might be telling the truth, but they just look at it as another day. Like, I just arrested 10 niggas. Every nigga said he didn't do it. So when you get in the car, you said you didn't do it, and you sound just like the rest of the niggas rather than you sounding different. So sometimes when you say, I ain't from out here, they like, oh, where you from then? They looking for accents, how you dress. It should be a little, like, you shouldn't dress just how I dress. You shouldn't, they just looking for differences.
They trying to crack the code, huh? They trying to make sure.
Some people come out here trying not to connect with nobody and just fall in some shit. And sometimes you can fall in some shit and that don't work out for you too well, because when they figure out you don't know nobody and you too deep into some shit already, now it didn't work out for you well either, So sometimes you not knowing nobody and doing nothing is perfect for you. On a small surface, go to Disneyland, go to the Universal Walk. But you trying to trap and you say, oh, I ain't from nowhere and I don't know nobody, it could flip on you, Because now you need to know somebody and you need to link up with something. So, hey, I'm just trying to give you both sides of the story, so you won't take my information and twist it, man. If you gonna be cool and stay out the way, then yeah, you don't gotta be nobody. You ain't, but when you want to start getting deep in the shits out here, you might as well tap in with somebody and get right, fool, because it'll be way easier. And you can try it, hey, roll the dice. You might hit 7-11, or you might crap out. Just be ready to, whatever you roll, you gotta take it. That's it. So I would say just come out here, stay neutral, watch your hats, tell niggas you from out of town, enjoy yourself. You're gonna have a good time. I promise you.
Love, man.
Yeah, love, baby.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man.
Real niggas do real things.
For real. You feel? We live from L.A. with the real young L.A., man. They follow him. Make sure y'all tune in. Follow him on IG. That's him at the bottom right here. You feel me? Y'all tune in, man. Love. Still love hip-hop, man.
I've been through it, ain't let none of it faze me. I spit fluent, boy, I'm one of the greatest. When you go to the bank, you don't see none of